What is starting in 3, 2, 1, go! If anyone would ask me who my favorite superhero to date would be, I think I would have to answer Batman Beyond. But that is not who we're talking about today. What I would answer would have to go back a few years when Marvel was doing a little bit of revamping of their roster of superheroes, and one of the things that they wanted to do was create more female superheroes that had their own titles and just were followed them exclusively. I remember the first 4 that came out, one of them stood out to me, and mainly because I heard a lot of good stuff about it, and that is called Miss Marvel. I have lent out my Miss Marvel comics to a few different people, and everyone that has read them has loved this comic. It is like a fresh breath air reading these, because generally, like nowadays, like there's just in the comic world, at least with Marvel, pretty much preparing for the next big story, universe-changing thing, which is a little bit of a bummer, rather than having some real just write comics, man. But still, I enjoy them. But that's a subject for another thing. But Miss Marvel, she came out at this when they were starting to make more female-centered heroes. She's just amazing, because it's like she lives in Jersey. Her name is Kamala Khan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, she is a Pakistani American, and her parents follow the religion Islam. And it's just interesting seeing it from a different side. This comic doesn't it pretty much says no, this is people living following the religion of Islam in America, and it's kind of interesting because I've studied Islam and whatnot, but it's this shows a different light of it, and the author G. Willow Wilson, she does a really good job of doing this, where it's not forced or anything, but shows that Camila is a teenager, trying to live life while her parents are following a religion that she's I don't see the point in this, and but still respecting them, but then also having these powers to protect Jersey City. What's really interesting is that when I first read this, it reminded me of the old Spider-Man comics. Not so much the original ones, but one of maybe the Ultimates, or something around that era when they were revamping Spider-Man for the 100th time. It was just it was a teenager who was a huge fanboy or girl for Miss Marvel of all these superheroes going out there, and all of a sudden gets powers. And that's kind of how Kamala Khan gets her powers. She gets hit by the Terrigen bomb, which that's an Inhuman thing, and that pretty much, I don't know a lot about the Inhumans, but it pretty much activated the Inhuman genes in Miss Marvel to give her these, as she calls them, Embiggen powers, which she can grow and stretch her arms and just do different things with her body to fight. But reading these comics, it's just a joy, because there's I think my favorite part of Miss Marvel is when she teams up with Wolverine, because it's for lack of a better term, it's cute. It's just amazing, just seeing this tough, gruff guy, who at that point is he doesn't have his healing factor anymore, so they're you're just an angry guy, and he's yeah. But she and Wolverine get along, and pretty much even in the comic there isn't really anyone that's just I hate you, except for our enemies, but they're jerks anyway. But yeah, definitely check out Miss Marvel. Great series. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching What Is. I hope you guys enjoyed and hopefully learned whether you want to pursue what we talked about in this episode or not. If you want to leave a comment about what we talked about in this episode, definitely go ahead. I would enjoy reading it. I'll even comment back on it, even if you have any more questions that I wasn't able to cover in this episode. And also, if you want to know when the next What Is comes out, it comes out every Wednesday. But click subscribe so that way you are notified. But that is completely up to you, because I can't really force you to do it. And only subscribe if you really like. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I will talk at you all later. See ya!